But it's cold out there. Halloween's passed, and now we're already what? Christmas? What's going on?
It's certainly feeling like Christmas. It's chilly. It's even feeling a little bit like Christmas with the snow that we saw earlier. But I want to show you guys this picture. This is coming out of Red Butte. This is facing west, looking over the Salt Lake Valley towards the Magna area. You could see that smoke pipe in the distance there. Really cool shot. That shower was rolling over the Salt Lake when this was taken, and eventually it hit the Wasatch Front. Down in southern Utah, we also had a really pretty sunset. This is coming out of St. George. They had clearer skies, but there definitely was moisture in the air. Really pretty sunset from this Black Desert time lapse. Now you notice the wind is doing quite a number on that camera. It's shaking quite a bit. We had some pretty strong winds down there in southern Utah. As a matter of fact, there is a wind advisory in effect currently, and that's going to hold on until 9 o'clock tomorrow. We're looking at winds of up to 55 miles an hour, especially towards the Black Ridge Canyon area. That would include places like Leeds, Tokerville, and Hurricane. Now, it wasn't just southern Utah that saw these high winds. 31 miles an hour was the highest wind speed recorded here in Salt Lake, 34 for Provo. So gusty conditions all around this state today. We had some wet conditions, but that is starting to move on out of the state, and we're looking fairly clear, really statewide, and it's going to continue to be like that. Tomorrow, there is a change coming, though. High temperatures since midnight running about 10 degrees below average, a whole lot of 40s with a few 50s down there in southern Utah, 50 degrees for Hanksville, 58 is what St. George topped out at. 34 degrees is what we're going to be looking at here in the next hour with mostly clear skies holding on overnight, dipping into the low 30s. Even the upper 20s are going to be possible along the Wasatch Front, and then it will start to warm back up as the sun comes up, but it is going to still be chilly. That chilly air mass is starting to get pushed on out of the way. High pressure taking control, but it doesn't last very long because we have another system dipping on out of the south, bringing cold air first to the north and then colder air to the south as well. We could even see freezing temperatures in places like Washington County. And then this high pressure system moves on in and pushes that out of the way, and temperatures will finally start to warm up by around the weekend. We do have wet weather with the cold air and the precipitation. We could be seeing snow on Tuesday in northern Utah for our valleys. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So the last of that wet weather moves on out of the way. High pressure builds in for Monday, clearing us out, but then keep your eye on this system. Fortunately, these mountains, the upper Rocky Mountains, are going to chew up a lot of that moisture before it reaches us. You see a lot of it has been dumped out, but we still do have moisture holding on. We could see some lake effect snow Tuesday morning. The models are loving it. And then as we zoom out here and get into the later hours of Tuesday, you're going to see the snow showers making their way down towards central Utah and maybe even a little bit in southern Utah as well. Our regional forecast for tomorrow shows highs are going to be in the 40s across the state, 46 here in Salt Lake, low 40s for Cache County, 30s for Wyoming, and mid-40s on the eastern side of the state. The Wasatch back is going to be even chillier with temperatures dropping down into the teens overnight. St. George is looking at temperatures in the 50s this week, 62 degrees for your election day. First freeze of the year possible Wednesday night into Thursday morning with a low of 32 degrees. Temperatures running about 10 degrees below average for the entire week in St. George, but it does stay clear, so you have a little bit of sunshine to keep you somewhat warm. Our election day forecast up here in the north tells a different story, though. We have rain and snow most of the day. If we're going to be going out, racing to the ballots, the night hours are going to be your best bet, but we could still see precipitation at that time. As for the Wasatch Front, here's that rain snow that we're looking at on Tuesday. Clears out by Wednesday. We have a hard freeze possible Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with those temperatures reaching the 20s. And then it starts to warm up just in time for the state rivalry game of University of Utah versus BYU. Still on the chillier side, but it's a lot better than temperatures in the 20s and 40s.
Might be a warm